Africa is a home to countless number of natural resources. She is home to countless numbers of cultures and traditions. It is an undeniable truth that every ancient African was groomed under the auspices of Africa cultures and traditions. These cultures and traditions aided the sustainability of Africa as a society and Africans as a people. Unfortunately, the colonial masters invaded Africa, captured Africa and her culture. They relentlessly demonized our culture, destroyed our heritage, and made today Africans subject of mental slavery. Modern-day Africans have limited knowledge of their historical existence. They have limited knowledge of how their ancestors were once kings and rulers of the world. They have lost grasp of their past, and have wandered everywhere, and arrived nowhere, for their future. It is unfortunate that many Africans now live as post-colonial puppets. They now support the exploitation of Africa resources and cultures. They now see the studying of Africa cultures and history as a waste of time and barbaric. This situation is alarming and has called for a cause of worry to Pan-African stakeholders worldwide. It has made Pan-African organizations to voluntarily engage themselves in the exploration and rejuvenation of Africa cultures, traditions and resources. The NBM of Africa, as a Pan-African organization, is aware of this situation, and is also troubled with the declining rate of the patronage of Africa cultures and traditions, as well as its resources. This made the NBM of Africa to oblige itself to embark on the exploration and historical research of Africa cultures and traditions, as well as Africa resources. This made the NBM of Africa to embark on the historical research on the Iyake suspended lake, residing at Awaye, in Oyo State, Nigeria. The Iyake suspended lake is one of the 2 suspended lakes in the world. Though it is rumored that the other suspended lake, residing at Colorado, USA, is an artificial one, the Iyake suspended lake is one that is natural and has never been tampered with. The Iyake suspended lake is one that is bottomless, that is, it has no visible bottom, it flows nowhere, it has no symptoms of dryness, as it has remained at the top of the mountain for centuries. It was 10:40 a.m. The NBM research team had entered Awaye, the home of the Iyake suspended lake. They also visited the palace of the king of Awaye, His Royal Majesty, Oba, Reverend Ademola Folakanmi, to solicit his consent on the NBM documentary on the Iyake suspended lake.
We are members of the NBM of Africa, and we are here to conduct a documentary on the suspended lake of Awaye. The suspended lake of Awaye is one of the 2 suspended lakes in the world, and we are here to seek the consent from the king of Awaye, Reverend Folakanmi, so that he can give us his consent, so that we can go to the suspended lake and have a documentary of it, how it began, the divine attributes of the lake. So we are here at his palace to seek his consent, and he will give to us a befitting documentary of the suspended lake. Thank you very much.
So, ẹ káàsán nílé, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsálẹ́. A jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ NBM of Africa tí a wá ṣe àbẹ̀wò nínú àdó Àwáyé, tí a wá láti ìlú Ìbàdàn Ìṣẹ́yìn, tí a wà ní pálásì bàbá wa Fọlákànmí láti lọ ṣe àwọn ohun mèremère tó wà ní ìlú àdó Àwáyé. Ní báyìí a fi máa lọ síbẹ̀ báyìí láti lọ wo àwọn nǹkan oríṣiríṣi, àwọn nǹkan tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ti gbàgbé, tó sì jẹ́ pé àwọn nǹkan yìí wúlò fún wa nílùú Nàìjíríà, wúlò fún wa nílùú Áfíríkà.
ẹ̀rí gángan ẹ̀yìn lágbára òjò ti bá níjà tí kò dé babẹni lọ́wọ́ ẹni kò rẹ ní bàjá ìwọ ògiri kòròkòrò ikú tí pọ̀ ọmọ tí bàbá ń dúpẹ́ àrùn tí sọmọ tí iye ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbìn ní ọ̀yọ́mọláàfin mọ́láàfin òjò pàṣẹ kẹrẹmọdé ọmọ àtìwá ẹ̀rí pàǹdùkú bí ìṣòro owó ibi tán ti ní kólówó gbowó kí wọ́n fà sọ tọwọ́ rẹ̀ nù bí kò lè bá a dìjà kò lè bá a dápọn ni Ọ̀yọ́ ló ní kárí ká sán pa.
He welcomed us briefly and solicited our mission.
kí n ṣe bí bàbá ẹni ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀kan àpagbé ẹni Ṣàngó bá pa àpagbé o ẹni Ọya bá pa àpagbé ni bí Adéyẹmí Láyíwọlá bá pa ní àpagbé ni àbàjá ò wọ́pọ̀ ẹni rẹ nípò
The NBM research team leader unveiled the NBM of Africa, its vision, and outlined the rationale for the visit.
The NBM of Africa is a registered pan-African organization here in Nigeria, which has a goal to advocate for social justice and equality for all. We also have primarily to explore information, our cultural information, our African history that most of these Westerners have manipulated, have adulterated to suit their own purpose. Because most people in diaspora and even in Africa see our culture as demonic, barbaric, and even our existence as something that we should not be proud of. So the NBM of Africa took it upon itself as an obligation to visit ancient African cities, to visit communities, visit villages, to explore and acquire their historical origin, their natural remark, so that they can organize it in form of documentary and give to African people in diaspora, so that they can learn, so that they can think about what Africa is, not what the Westerners have proposed Africa is. So we are here today to seek your consent in regards to the Iyake suspended lake, and also get a brief about this community.
The king responded swiftly.
On behalf of the people of Awaye community, sharing local government of Oyo State, Nigeria, I, His Royal Majesty, Reverend Ademola Olufalakanmi, Iyake of Awaye, the paramount traditional ruler and another Oyo want to welcome you to our community. Your vision incidentally coincided our own vision. The slogan that we are propagating is vision for redemption, passion for development. And more importantly, because we are blessed to be the home to the only natural suspended lake in the whole world. There are two suspended lakes in the whole world. One is in Colorado, which is artificial, man-made. But the one we have here is your own, our own, your own and our own. And you will have seen a book that I authored about that lake, which I tagged Iyake suspended lake, the pride of Africa. Yes. And that is why I say your own. As an Afrikaner, we hold this heritage all together. It will be an error for you to think that you are visiting, you are here as a visitor. It will be an error. It will be an error for us to receive you as visitor. We are co-owner of this heritage. As long as we propagate what will send Africa to the world and tell Africa that our existence is not second to none. Yes. We are not second in level in the field of the game, like other people think we are. by the grace of God, Awaye hailed from Oyo town in 15,000 AD. The first founder being the Crown Prince of Alaafin Oluwaso, who became Alaafin in 1370. And because that Crown Prince, whose name is Obakoyi, was denied the Alaafinate after the death of his father, being the Crown Prince, the first son, he was denied the Alaafinate. He decided to go to Ota to go and settle at his mother's town, Ota in the present Ogun State. In his company of his entourage, while they are going from all the way from all the empire, they came to the foot of Awaye there and noticed some smoke. And they felt that this smoke must represent the existence of human. They wanted to make a climb to the hill and make some rest. So when they got to the hill, they met some Dahomey refugees who are escaping from Dahomey war. And they explained their plight, how he was denied the chance to become an Alaafin, and how he felt that he should not, he could not pay homage to his junior brother, to his junior step brother, and how they decided that we're going to Ota. And in those days, once you see a prince in Yoruba language, but if you are going to see a son, that you know that this is a prince. So he was with one of the staff of his father. So once they saw that staff, they knew this is the Alaafin prince. They paid homage. After narrated his mind, they said, oh, why going to Ota again? Why don't you stay with us here? So that we stay together and make you our own king. And after joint celebration, we decided we are going to stay here. We stay here, give back to the name Ado. But here in Nigeria and Africa at large, we have problem of unemployment because our leaders think of next election. Once you voted for a president now, you will think of next election. When you voted for a governor, a senator, a local government chairman, the next day, they will think of next election. But over there, they think of next generation. So the difference between us and them is that while we think of next election, they think of next generation. And those that think of next generation will last. We are the next generation. They are our predecessors, a lot of them are something about us. So it is now our own duty to think of those that are coming behind us. And this is one of the bold steps you have taken to go around and see what you can do to contribute your own quotas to making Africa what it's supposed to be. And of course, you'll be embarrassed to note that in Nigeria, when we started our economy, we started with cocoa. Under 15 years, cocoa came and gone. Today, we don't have cocoa again. Do we have? No. Years later, petroleum came. You can agree with me that petroleum is good. By and by, there is solar everything now. There is solar light, there is solar engine, solar television, solar fan. Very recently, there are solar cars that are moving with solar. That can even fly. When there's an hold up, they can fly. Once there is sun, and the sun is highly powered, they can fly, beat the hold up, and go and come down and go on the street. So I could predict, one could predict without being a prophet, that in 5-10 years, then what will also say us? If I bake, cocoa is gone. If grow and go, also say us. This is the point we are. Tourism have life sustainability. Animal. Tourism have life sustainability. For instance, this mountain, we made it there since 15,000 AD. And we continue to leave it there till generation and generation and generation until maybe if God destroy the whole world. That's the only thing that can take it away. So while we are dying on agriculture, on crude oil, God has given us natural endowment all over Africa. we have here Iyake suspended lake. You must have seen that hill has other phenomena. You have seen elephant tree there. I mean, a tree that was just befell with wind and the stump took the form of an elephant. How an ordinary tree became what everybody in the world want to see. That means there's something another place. We call it Destiny Formation Center. A power that transforms a tree into a must-see for everybody around. Which means Formation Center. Which means if I get to that place and I desire a good destiny, it can happen to me better than it happened to that tree. I can have a better future. I can become a commander of multitude in the world than that tree becomes. Because there's a power around that place. You have seen Iyake suspended lake. You have seen Awaye lake. You have seen Shaggy boulder. You are standing with a minor foot on the big rock.
Yes.
We call it Timishubu Tobato. Pull me down if you like, if you are able. You can. The whole world pull it if you remain like that. When you go have come and they have tried all their best, it will not move because there's a defined strength that keeps it stay.
Secret power.
That's a secret power. That's a defined power. But the word secret may be interpreted other things. They have snatched the word secret. But let's use the word defined power. That comes from above. Defined about any human thinking, any human understanding. You imagine how big trees grow on the mountain that doesn't have soil, and big tree go there, very big tree. Did you get to Esekanku?
No.
No, you didn't get to Esekanku. If you get to Esekanku, you see very big tree right on the mountain. Very big tree. In fact, in our whole region here, there are no forests as thick as what we have at Ado Hill. That you have a lot of big trees. It's only fortunate for us that the tree cutters, what do you call them? Foresters cannot go to that place and cut. Because if they cut, there's no way they will bring the tree down. And that has made the place a reserve, a naturally reserve place. And being a reserve, it takes care of minor and wild animals. Come there and see animals. See monkeys, natural monkeys. In the past, our hunters go about these animals to hunt. That place and embark with that. These are part of our natural endowment. And when the white come and see something like that, there is a cave. I don't know whether you go to a cave. Obalufo cave is a very a minor one. There's a bigger one that we call Ladibo cave.
Ladibo cave.
Yes. At the other hand, it's as big 3 times this hall.
Wow.
It can occupy 500. It has natural seats. We think that's a chair, because of them, it's a natural seat. The sound is glistering. We think that they are gold. And inside it, there are birds. I don't. In their millions. In their millions. That's why we call it Ladibo. Because in the ancient time, one hunter visited that cave and killed some of the birds, the bats are done. And on getting home, she received a visitor, a different visitor who told him, don't come and kill my children again. She went the second day and also killed. Getting home, the visitor also came. But I've told you, you come the third time, you won't come back. On the third day, he went again, and the bat sealed the place. And when he entered, and the bat sealed the place, he couldn't come out again. And that's why we named that hole after his name, Ladibo Cave. That will not permit me to mention Yira. It's at the top and the extreme end of the hill. When you become a king in this town, that's a place where you go and prostrate to the one you believe in as a divine being. If you believe Ifa is the one, you can prefer to him that. If you believe there is a God divine on earth and heaven, you go and prostrate that God that you believe in. That is the one that has brought you to this place. There's a place we call Sacred Forest. That place too. That visitors also just go there anyhow. So all these centers are tourism attractions. We also have monuments. We have some monuments which we have. By the time I came in, we discovered that some of these monuments you do have plans to need a lot of them. So the other ones we make there, we have put them in a particular room right inside the chariot inside. Downstairs. We are looking for a possibility of building a museum, a local museum that keep those monuments there as remnants, remains of our culture. People can easily come and see. For instance, some of the monuments we have there are used. Oh, I don't know whether you know.
Yes.
In the past, our fathers are farming on the top of the hill. You know there are lands there. There are acres of lands right on the top where they farm. But if peradventure they farm this year and the farm does not do good, they go to the hole and take their hole and drop inside the hole. So they will call it Ifo Oko, Ifo Ada, the hole of O, the hole of cutlass. So if the harvest was bad, they will take their instrument, that is the hoe and the cutlass, they go and put it inside the hole. They will come back the 7 days. After the 7 days, they will meet new hoe and new cutlass. Sharp. Can I repeat myself?
Yes, sir.
When they come back the 7th day, they will meet new hoe and new cutlass.
Wow.
And if there's no rain at all, if they use that hoe, they will receive the most wonderful bumper harvest. New cutlass.
Sharp.
Can I repeat myself?
Yes, sir.
When they come back the 7th day, they will meet new hoe and new cutlass.
Wow.
And if there's no rain at all, if they use that hoe, they will receive the most wonderful bumper harvest. When you have come and stolen away some of those holes, but we met some of them sit there. We have packed them. And unfortunately, one of our uncle here traveled. And he got to a museum over there and saw a label, Awaye. And we tell that as if it was not for him. People said, it's good. And he said, how did you bring it here? And eventually he made himself known. And by the time he got there, 2-3 months after, they have changed the location.
Yes.
So what are they doing with it? Yes. That's what they are using to build their own economy.
Yes.
They are doing to build their own economy. But in our own case here, for instance, when people come here and say, we are going to pay this token, they say, wow, we're going to pay. We leave that place just like that, undeveloped. We inaugurated Iyake festival last year. We spent more than 2 million. The government does not give us a funding. This is from the little things we are raising. That we said, okay, let's inaugurate, let's begin to speak. This is the time to speak now.
Yes.
In Yoruba language. Aye sọ̀rọ̀ sókè láwa yìí. This is the time to speak and now. Where the world does not settle those who are gentle. If you are gentle, the world will not settle you. You have to cry. When you cry, you are recognized.
Yes.
When you cry, you are recognized. You are recognized by both friend and foul. And that's why Awaye community have been crying to tell the world that we are here. We have what it takes to feed the whole Nigeria.
Wow.
If only we have good investors who can come here. I want to guarantee you that if you have investors who can build a cable car or elevator, and yet you he has done money ritual. Because 1983, when the last Oba died, before I came up in 2017, 34 years in that. 1983 to 2017, the record of climbers we have who came to this Adobe was 1,210 for 34 years. But between May 2017, when I came on board, to May 2018, we had our record gave us more than 5,000. Wow. Why? Because we are kind.
Yes.
Last year alone, for the World Tourism Day, which we hosted, we are more than, for that one day, we are more than 5,000 people. The Iyake, which we hosted on December, we have up to 5,000. By the grace of God, I'm just coming from the theater now. We inaugurated World Theatre Day last year, and we did it local. Generally this year, I know World Theatre Day is being celebrated every March 27 of every year. So I wrote to the most popular theatre group in Oyo State, the Tampa. They should come and celebrate World Theatre Day here. They celebrated it at Adamasimba last year, and they were planning to celebrate it at Cultural Center this year. So when they saw my letter, they said, how would they come to that remote place? I said, okay, they should not worry. I will foot their transport bill, and they should just come and give me an audience here. So they decided to come. The executive came.
March 27.
Yes, the executive came about last month. And by the time I give them my presentation, they said, Kabiyesi, we are bringing more theatre day here. So they are the one I went to have a meeting with today. All the top politicians that come here, March 25 to 27. Life is about vision. Yes. The farther you see, the better. But because our fathers does not see beyond their nose. That's why in the past, what we do here is the one get Washatao, just go there and eat. This is the Ankara that Tampan have taken that we are going to use for the festival, March 25 to 27. I stand here as a stakeholder to invite the public to this August program of World Theatre Day 2022, coming up between Awaye Tourism Heritage Development Initiative in collaboration with Tampan, that is Association of Theatre Group in Oyo State, coming up between 25 and 27th of March. It will be a time of real fun. Tourism is fun. A time of real fun, a time of real education, a time of real impact making. It will be a time to meet policy makers who interact with minds, and with that, our economy will begin to boost by and by. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Kabiyesi also. I want to first of all commend your warm reception, your hospitality, and the brief you have given us about the history of Awaye and that of the suspended lake. The reason why we are here is part of what you have just discussed. We want to support every community, every African society to rejuvenate their culture. Our heritage has been stolen. We need to restore them. That's a major reason we have been evangelizing. We want our African people to know that African culture is the best, that we should practice. Africa is the beginning of the world. But many of us do not know that. African culture is something that of attraction, that made them leave their homes to come here and reside. So we are embarking on this mission to ensure that these communities are not left behind. They are being made to know that what they have is something that has attracted the world, and they should make use of it. You made mention of economic. Yes. We also want education. Because what we are telling you here now, or what you have given to us, is what we take to people in diaspora and in other African countries. So that they will know that there's a natural remark
a natural one, not a man-made one, in Awaye here. On this base, I will humbly appeal that the NBM of Africa will collaborate in this coming festival. Let's do it. Also, we want to make another appeal that in order to sustain our name, our native name, there are some, like the elephant tree for instance, we want a situation where those names will not bear that name. We saw in your book elephant tree, the name elephant has a native name. So for the Yoruba name, so for the purpose of knowledge, we want a situation where those native names should be incorporated into, like elephant, the name of the elephant should be incorporated.
Yes.
Yes. So we don't want to use borrowed language. So that's an appeal.
Thank you very much. I mentioned three things. One, that we will graciously partake in the coming festival. And on behalf of the committee that's organizing that festival, we appreciate you. And I believe you have registered now. So when the IP is out by next week, I believe that the phone number there is your WhatsApp.
Yes.
So when the IP is out, I will send to your WhatsApp. Then maybe on friendly basis, after this chat, we can discuss which areas they think you can officially come in. So yes, that is point two. Now on the change of name, yes, when we're in school, you are from the state.
I'm from Delta State.
Yes, let me start from there. You see, when we're in school, our teacher teaches us that education will start from known to the unknown. Now, unfortunately, our culture has been stolen, and the new culture has been given us. Since you came, if I started speaking Yoruba properly, you will not hear.
Definitely.
So if I give the name of Iyake Lake in our own dialect, you will not understand what it is.
I understand, sir.
You won't.
No, what
So
I'm
what we are now thinking is that, picking from your own word,
yes.
we will now go from known to unknown. Use Iyake suspended lake. Then under it, we now put the Yoruba name.
Yes.
With time, people will now know
That
that
this
this is what it means. So from with time, they cannot begin to fade off the English name. But the English name, unfortunately, now has become our mother's language. Unfortunately. And that's the truth. Has become our mother language. I won't communicate with you to understand me. If you begin to speak Bayelsa language, I don't understand. So they have stolen what belongs to us and give us a bit. And because our parents of those days will not see beyond their knowledge, as a fortune. Yes, the third reason I want to say, especially the Iyake suspended name. The popularity of the lake is becoming increasing as the Western world are getting attached to it. They know the value more than us. So if you remove Iyake suspended lake now and give it the name we call it, they will not patronize us. They don't know what it is. If you call it Awaye Washata, what do I say? What do you understand by that? So if you a Nigerian doesn't understand that, then the Igbo will not understand. And when they don't understand, they will say that
It's business.
it's
business.
they won't say it's an idol. They will say it's nothing. So we have to start by introducing our own language gradually. We have given a point. And of course, I want to gladly inform you that whenever I am making the first edition of my book, Iyake Suspended Lake, The Pride of Africa, this your input will be clearly well, let me conclude by this. I said you have my question. I really appreciate your comment. Two people I relate with, and I have seen the nature of the two people in your group. The first people are the people that are ready to learn from me, and from your rapt attention and your making applause where certain words are spoken shows that we are learning. So when people learners are leaders. Two people that I can also learn from. The little thing you have introduced has gone a long way in my memory as I'm sitting. I may not sleep until 2 a.m. You may wonder that by the time you come here tomorrow, by the time I begin to tell you the importance of introducing our native name, which you are just giving me now. By the time I give you my research, just by tomorrow morning, begin to wonder, say, has this man known before? Because you have given me a good insight. So when you learn from people, and people also learn from you, is the best way to development. It's the best way to growth. It's the best way to make our heritage restore. Once again, I appreciate you. I'm sorry that I needed to come back with it. It's for me. Thank you. My friend is laughing. So that two cannot work together. Except they are doing. I love your fishing. And I don't know. I think I am writing an application and endorsing the application. Did you see it? I'm writing it. I'm endorsing it. I'm writing. And I'm also approving it.
Yeah, KBS, you can endorse it, sir.
Can I?
Yes, KBS.
That right from this seat, I am one of the patron for new black movement of Africa. I may not be able to go with you physically, but I'll go with you. I'll go with you. Your vision is an African vision.
Yes.
Your vision is our vision. Yes. If I had to become the president of a country tomorrow, that would be my vision. My little token as the land of Awaye. Go everywhere with my endorsement that this NBM will reach the world. You will reach the world. What is stolen from Africa, you will restore it. Unfortunately, you will not hear Yoruba. I would have done the blessing Yoruba. It will have been more thick in the yarn of a human man.
Because understanding the language, sir.
Let me go.
You see how Yoruba
Ìran yìí, ìran tó máa ṣẹ́ ni.
That's it.
The Lord will give you backing.
That's it.
He will give you speed.
That's it.
God of our Father will walk with you.
That's it.
God of our Father will walk with you.
That's it.
May this lesson just woke up one day and pick a vision. May this lesson. And the world cannot forget that way. You are more than one.
That's it.
You will create indelible mark. A mark that will not be erasable.
That's it.
In the history of Nigeria, Africa, and the world at large.
That's it.
Unfortunately, after our World Tourism Day last year, some body of journalists put up a write-up and sent it to me. He said, in the south, it's Oyo State, Ogun, Lagos, Ondo, that Awaye for that day has become the talk of the town, the talk of the state, the talk of the nation, the talk of Africa, the talk of the world. That will be your portion. You become the talk of the state. You become the talk of the nation. You become the talk of Africa. You become the talk of the world. But there is one that has been consecrated with Allah's rights.
Confirm.
So I'm sitting on the authority of my fathers as the 13th Anado of Awaye. This little seed I'm going to give you. It will be like a dream. You as individual will become is sought after. Right from your family and throughout the places you go, you become a sought after. Your voice will reach the top. Ó dijọ́ tí wọ́n bá tó rí di odò Iyake yìí. Tí ó bá jẹ́ pé nìkan ò rí di odò Iyake yìí láyé tẹ́ di òní tí ó tún fi di ọ̀la ẹ máa lọ ayé òní méjì. Because this lake nobody has been able to discover the bottom and nobody will be able to do that when the world is gone. Go. Nobody will be able to discover your secret. Because you have a vision for Africa. Our fathers will support you. Back you up. So shall it be. I am a prophet. That is, I find a church. I am a royal father. Somebody say, how did you combine royal fatherhood with church? So it's easy. The two talk about spirit. The two speak about spirit. Do you see this picture? You know why these beasts used to be there in the face of the Oba? Because on the coronation day, it is not easy to look at the face of the consecrated Oba. So they have to put that veil so that general public will not see to the eye. It's already in the spirit world. And a prophet, who is a prophet indeed, is a man of the spirit world. So I am talking under a combined anointing of a real father and a prophet. Under a combined spiritism. We will go high. This little water the day every man or woman is born, the first thing that comes to the world, generally speaking, is the end. Generally speaking. Only on rare occasions some children come with leg. But generally speaking, the first thing that comes to the world is the end. All of you will use this water when you get to your destination or your resting place. That it is remember to wash your head. Now, orí ò máa sí
àṣẹ wá.
What is happening? Anywhere you go, your head will be with you. You know, somebody will be somewhere, his head will not be there. And when somebody is somewhere and his head is not there, they move a head from the body of a man, the whole thing is at night. Your head will go with you. And if there is any insulation anywhere from your birth to today, after the use of this water, they shall come to naught. All those initiation will come to naught. All those encroachments, demonic encroachment will come to naught. Don't worry. Whoever and whatever is running after you, they will not catch you. As long as your head is on top, there is something to be on. Odijọ́ tí wọ́n bá rí èèyàn tí wọ́n rí orí rẹ̀ tí wọ́n ò torí dá mọ̀. Tí wọ́n bá jíyàn gbé tó bá ti gbé orí rẹ̀ lọ àní dá mọ̀. Ọ̀tá bá ti rí orí rẹ̀ pẹ́pẹ́ tá a mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni á dá mọ̀. Anywhere you go, you be recognized.
Amen.
Anywhere you go, you be recognized. Anywhere you go, you be recognized. Anywhere you go, you be recognized. You have eaten pepper before. Pepper.
Yes.
Well, people say pepper is not good, but everybody look for pepper. Whether you are good or you are not good, who will look for you? Whether you are good or not good, who will look for you? That define authority that God gives to pepper. Even the Oyinbo, they eat it, they look for it. People will look for you. People will look for you. Can you do this? Can you do this? Have you done that? Have you done that?
Yes.
Put two. Does it enter? It's a taboo. Two finger never enters in there. Anywhere you focus, you don't have a rival. Anywhere you reach, you don't have a rival. The rival will give way for you. Odijọ́ tí ìka méjì bá wọ etí.
Kábíyèsí.
Until the day two finger will enter the ear. I don't think that we have. As long as two fingers cannot enter the ear, your vision will not be stolen. Your vision will not be stolen. Men will compete to support your vision. So shall it be. That's our culture.
Àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu yín o, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu yín. Èyí tẹ́ wí àrọ̀ mọ́ o, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu yín. Akí bàbá wa kábíyèsí Aládó of Adó Àwáyè fún ti ìwúre tí wọ́n ṣe fún gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wa tí a wá láti wá ṣe àbẹ̀wò fún omi odò Iyake tí ń bẹ ní Adó Àwáyè. Akí bàbá wa kábíyèsí náà pé gbogbo ìwúre tẹ́ ṣe fún wa ní agbára ògo tí jẹ́ tọ́lọ́ Ọlọ́run wọ pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ iye ìgbà táwọn bàbá yín ò lò lórí ìtẹ́ ẹ̀yin á lò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ìgbà táwọn bàbá yín tí wọn ò lò lórí ìtẹ́ ẹ̀yin á lò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ọlá táwọn bàbá yín ò ní lórí ìtẹ́ ẹ̀yin á ní jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Àdúpẹ́ púpọ̀ lọ́wọ́ yín fún gbogbo ìwúre àti ìgbàlejò àti ìfẹ́ àti gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ fi sọ̀pọ́tì wa tẹ́ fi jọ́yìn wa lórí ìríran tí a bá wá sí ọ̀dọ̀ yín. Àdúpẹ́ púpọ̀. Thank you so much, sir.
After a lengthy conversation with the king, the NBM research team set move to the Iyake suspended lake at the Adu Hill.
màmá rẹ̀ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ mo ní wọ́n ní bọ́ọ̀mọkùnrin bá ti jí lówùrọ̀ àdọ́gba rẹ̀ ìparadà fún màmá rẹ̀ mo ní àwọn bàbá wọn mọ́nímọ́ní àwọn bàbá wọn mọ̀nìyàn ló ní bọ́ọ̀mọbìnrin bá ti jí lówùrọ̀ yára fi ìkúnlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ á ní kára ó lè bàbá ẹ̀rù rẹ̀ máa fà mí Elédùmarè Ọlọ́run tó ṣe wípé òun lọ́ba lálejò tí wá ògbé nílé jẹ ẹkùn ọkọ òkè ẹ̀rù jẹjẹ létí òkú pupa ẹni látó fọdọ́ ọmọ tá orí irun Ọlọ́run àwọn Ọlọ́run Olúwa Olúwa òkèlè gbogbo tó ṣòro gbé mi fún oṣù àti àjẹ ọ̀pá mi là sọ mi dire ọba tó fọ ọ̀run ṣe lé tó àfàyè ṣàkóso ìtìsẹ̀ mo ní ẹjẹ́ ẹṣẹ́ àti ẹ̀dúró náà kà ṣíwò níbi apá mi iná ẹjẹ́ àwòṣẹ́ Olúwa ẹ máa bá bí mo ti wí ẹjẹ́ àwòṣẹ́ Olúwa ó dá àpáta ṣé ń gbọ́ mi ó dá àpáta bí omi ṣé ń tẹ̀lé mi ó dá àpáta ṣé mọ̀ wípé láti àpáta lórísun omi ti jáde wá ó dá àpáta bí omi wá bí ilẹ̀ bí èso àwa tá a wá dà bí lẹ́yìn nínú ohun gbogbo tọ́lọ́run dá sílẹ̀ ayé ló wá fi ṣàlàkóso lórí gbogbo rẹ̀ o abẹ́ òwá àwòṣẹ́ Olúwa mo ní abẹ́ òwá àwòṣẹ́ Olúwa mo ní abẹ́ òwá àwòṣẹ́ Olúwa ni mo fi wá ní kábíyèsí ọba aládé owó kábíyèsí ọba aládé ọlá ọba aládé ọlá àgùntàn ṣọ́ọ̀lù ọba aládé ilẹ̀ ọba àjọkẹ́ ayé tí ń kẹ́ gbogbo àpapọ̀ o ọba àṣàkẹ́ lọ́run tí ń ṣàníkẹ́ lọ́run ọlọ́wọ́ gbàgbọ́rọ̀ tí ìyàmọ̀ rẹ̀ lọ́fìn o eléyìí.
Yes, we are the Ogunafun cave. This is an ancient cave that the ancestors, the forefathers of the Awaye people saw as a place where dangerous animals were residing. Animals such as the bats, snakes, lion, and a host of other dangerous animals. This cave is significant because an hunter founded this cave and it was named after the hunter, Obalufun. Obalufun is an ancestor of the Awaye people who came to this cave and drove away all those dangerous animals. So this cave was named after him, Obalufun. So this is the gateway to the Iyake suspended lake, popularly called by the Yorubas Ibode. So let's go inside.
Ìwà màlúù olóyìnbó ń pè lómi ní pọ́pẹ́ǹtì o, omi ní sáyẹ́ǹsì o, ọba Mùbárà Mútẹ́rẹ́ bàbá ni ọ́.
Yes, this is the Shage Rock, which is the spiritual or sacred center in this Ado Hill. The Shage Rock is believed to be the rainmaker. In the olden days, when there is no rain, when there is dryness of rain, the chief priest usually come to this rock and pray for rain, and the rain immediately comes to the people of Awaye. So this is the Shage Rock, and it has this spiritual significance where they come to annually to pay their tribute and homage.
Gbóhùngbàròyé àbèsínú kára bí àjèrè. Ìwà màlúù olóyìnbó ń pè lómi ní pọ́pẹ́ǹtì o, omi ní sáyẹ́ǹsì o, ọba Mùbárà Mútẹ́rẹ́ bàbá ni ọ́ o, ọba lálejò wa ń tóní ló jẹ ẹkùn ọkọ òkè, ẹ̀rù jẹjẹ létí òkú pupa, ẹni látọ́bọ̀ táwọn bá orí o, Ọlọ́run àwọn Ọlọ́run, Olúwa àwọn Olúwa, òkèlè gbòǹgbò tó ṣòro gbé mi fún oṣù àti àjẹ, ọ̀pá mi là sọ mi dire, ọba tó fọ ọ̀run ṣe lé, tó wà fàyè ṣàkóso ìtìsẹ̀. Mo láyé ọ̀run kún fún ògo rẹ o, mo láyé ọ̀run kún fún ògo rẹ o, mo láyé ọ̀run kún fún ògo rẹ o, Olódùmarè o ìbà.
After a long hike, the tour guide gave us a break and put forward the story about the village.
This village started from this. So when the war brought them to this land, they served more than 4 kings and they were living happily. You know that it was what that brought them. And when they came to this land, so they live safe. So they are happy. They make use of whatever they have. As in whatever they see on this mountain, they make use of it. So when they were living, there was a lake there called the Iyake Suspended Lake. Although they met the lake there, and there's one woman in this village. Then, the woman, she does not give birth. So people, she does not give birth. Okay. So people used to abuse her. They used child to abuse her. So one day the woman, she was just crying and then went to the lake and lake. And there were some children that used to follow her, cook for her, eat with her. Those children now went back home to tell the elders that this woman already entered the lake. And then when they get to the lake, they find out that it's true that the woman has entered into the lake. So some of the children followed her inside, and the third child, this is the lake, there is one small pothole, the child to also enter there. So since then, the villagers has made the suspended lake as a spiritual part where they'll be doing festival for it every year.
So when she entered the lake, she didn't come out
She
again?
didn't come out again.
Both the children?
Both the children. So it has
How many
been
children?
three children that went with her. Two entered inside with her, and the other one
entered the pothole.
entered the pothole.
And
So
and also left.
Yes, so since then nobody has ever entered into the lake. They believe it is bottomless, and whoever goes there will not be able to come back again. So they live happily, they keep living, people die, people give birth. So when the war ended, some people they passed through here, this road. They get down. When they get down, they said, Awaye, guys, we survive where we are.
That's the meaning of Awaye.
Yes.
That we survive where we are. So some people pass through here, this place we are coming from. Yes. When they get down, they said, Awaduru, that is we stand where we are. We're not going anywhere again.
Awaduru, we stand. We stand.
So then it was this mountain that joined the two villages together. Because when they came down, they wanted to give this Awaye. They wanted to give it different name and just Awaye to be on their own and they should be on their own. But because of this mountain that joined them together, and it was because war brought all of them to this mountain, they decided to join the names together. Awaye, that is we stand, we survive.
Okay, we stand.
Awaye.
We survive.
Awaye.
We stand.
We survive.
That's the history of the name of the village.
Yes. So the Iyake rock that is over there, they met it there also. It's just one of our heritage. They discovered that it's a prayer site. Whenever people make prayer around it, it answers according to your belief. And there was a time in this village, you know that we have rainy season. There was a time when it comes to rainy season, rain did not used to fall. And the nearby village is there. We go there to ask what is causing it. And they told them that we have something in this village that we are not worshiping. There's something we're supposed to do with the village. So we can also call that Iyake rock a
Rainmaker. What's the name of the next village they went to ask?
Saying.
Okay, saying.
Okay, that'll be saying.
Yes. The Obalufon cave, the hunters that live here then, they go there to hunt for animals, to keep back, and there are some dangerous animals that don't hide themselves because it's a cave. So they go there to kill animals. Why the Iyake suspended lake is called Iyake?
Sorry, this is Obalufon cave, so.
Yes.
Is a hunter.
One you said is a home of bats.
Yes.
Yeah, bats and other dangerous
animal
animals
that lives there.
So the hunters are looking
from this
for
village,
animals to kill.
Yeah, they do
or
go there.
They go there to hunt. So how did the name Obalufon came about?
The name of the hunter is a brave hunter. He was one that discovered the cave.
Okay.
Because
He's
then
The name is Obalufon.
yes.
He used his name after the cave.
Yes, this is named after the cave.
What is the remarkable thing that brave hunter did? Is it that he killed a very wild animal? Is it that he chased away an animal that nobody
According
could
to
do
the
or
history,
something?
they said he chased away animals. Like
Wild
an
animals.
someone. Yes.
But was he at any time dangerous to his fellow humans?
It was not dangerous. He thought it could be dangerous.
No, was the
Himself,
hunter at
no,
any time
what she's trying to say.
dangerous to
His own fellow.
humans? Because some people, when they exert certain powers, they tend to oppress their own
They
fellow.
tend to be
He
more
was
of a
just he was
dictator.
just being protective, and he do protect his people.
Okay.
So why the Iyake suspended lake is called Iyake is because then they don't have name to call the lake. Not until a woman that cries enter into the lake. That's likely to bring out the name from it. It's called Iyatonke Ludiudu. That is the woman that was crying.
Okay, Iyake.
Yes, Iyake.
It was named after Iyatonke.
Yes. After the woman that cried and drowned into
Okay.
and
The
drowned
woman
inside
that-
the water.
Was crying.
Because of the abuse.
Barrenness.
Yes.
Yes.
What's a
The woman
barrenness?
that cried because of her barrenness.
It's actually not because of her barrenness, but because of the mockery.
The mockery, people do mock her. Why the elephant tree? They said.
Okay, the elephant tree.
Yes. An elephant have once lived on top of this mountain before. So when the hunters chase it away, maybe the spirit enter into it and he rests his back on the tree and leave his image on it and leave his image on this mountain so that people keep remembering that an elephant has ever been here before. So an heavy wind blew one day and felled the tree and it now formed the trunk of an elephant.
Okay. On a spiritual mindset,
Yes.
the elephant left his image in the tree.
Yes.
But it was not visible yet.
It
was not visible to see until the
like
wind
until the wind blew the
blew
tree down.
and fell the tree. Then
And
the
that was
when it
face
was
of
made
the
visible.
elephant appeared.
Yes.
Okay.
In that first rock, you know, they tie the cloth. When the cloth get dirty, the cloth will drop on its own.
Pull out
Myself. And the cloth will remain there, they will not pick it there.
They will pick it. They bring another white people.
Before they will pick that particular one.
That is for the shaggy. For the shaggy.
Why is it so?
Why is it so?
Whenever the cloth is dirty,
naturally.
it's not that naturally because of the
Spiritual.
what they perform in it then.
Okay.
Yes,
We are talking about the shaggy cloth. So it will pull off
by itself
when it's dirty.
Yes.
So and it will stay on the floor of the cave
Until
of the rock
they
till
another white people.
who will bring it? Is it the chief
The
priest
chief priest that do tie it for you, but anybody can buy it.
and bring it?
Yes. And person receive the blessing.
So I can decide to buy a white cloth and take it to the chief priest.
How many years?
Okay, you must give it to the chief priest.
Is there a special?
And if you buy it,
Special,
we will come
what
together
do you
with the chief priest to buy it.
Yes.
Or
You buy it. He will give you a date because people already have clothes there. You understand? So it is turn by turn.
Oh my God.
So when it's their turn to, when it's your own clothes turn now, they may call you. And if you don't want to come, you tell them that you're not coming.
But they will still use
You
it.
just wait for you.
But is there a special ceremony done on the occasion of tying the cloth?
They do, at times they do keep foul. At times they use pap, eko, and takola.
Tutu.
Yes, eko tutu.
What are the items used? Fowl.
Or pap.
Or pap,
Pap, which one is pap?
eko, eko.
Iko na nabi agidi na.
Agidi.
Nabi agidi na.
Yeah.
Tour guide also gave us a brief about the elephant tree.
The elephant tree in Awaye,
Yes, on top of Adu Hill.
on top of Adu Hill. So we allowed the tour guide to give us a brief history of how this elephant tree came about.
To this tree, an elephant once lived on top of this mountain. So it was chased away, and before it was chased away, it rested on this tree before it's chased away. So after some years, an heavy wind blew and felled this baobab tree. And when it fell, the villagers discovered that this place formed the trunk of one animal. This chased away from this village. Yes. So since then, it has been called Alaragbo. We don't call it elephant tree. It has been called Alaragbo. It is the whites, when they came, they see as this tree formed the trunk of an elephant. They told us to be calling it elephant tree.
Ní ẹ̀ka alẹ́ níbí, Èdùmàrè mà ní ọ̀bẹ lòdì lọ́rọ̀ wa. Mo ní nítorí wípé ẹkú lé là á kára lé. Ẹ̀ka àbọ̀ là á kérò ọ̀rọ̀. Èmi Adéyọmọ Olúmáyọ̀ wá mo tún ti dé tí gbogbo ènìyàn mọ̀ sólòwù iyọ̀. Mo dé láti wá fohùn iyọ̀ dá yín lára yá o. Ṣùgbọ́n kí n tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. ìgbàlàjà fún bàbá rẹ̀ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ mo ní wọ́n ní fọ́ọ̀mọkùnrin bá ti jí lówùúrọ̀ àdọ́gba rẹ̀ ìgbàlàjà fún bàbá rẹ̀ mo ní àwọn bàbá wa mọ́nímọ́ní àwọn bàbá wa mọ̀nìyàn ló ní fọ́ọ̀mọbìnrin bá ti jí lówùúrọ̀ yá wọ́n fi ìkúnlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ á ní kára ó lè bàbá ẹ̀rù rẹ̀ máa bà mí Elédùmarè Ọlọ́run tó ṣe wípé òun lọ bá lálejò tí wá tó ní ló jẹ ẹkùn ọkọ òkè ẹrù jẹjẹ létí òkú pupa ẹni látó gbọ́dọ̀ mọ tá orí o Ọlọ́run àwọn Ọlọ́run Olúwa àwọn Olúwa òkèlè gbogbo tó ṣòro gbé mi fún oṣù àti àjẹ ọ̀pá mi là sọ mi nílé ọba tó fọ ọ̀run ṣe lé tó àfàyè ṣàkótì tìṣẹ̀ mo ní ẹjẹ́ ẹṣẹ́ àti ẹ̀dúró náà kà ṣíwò níbi apá mi iná ẹjẹ́ àwòṣẹ́ Olúwa ẹ máa bá bí mo ti wí ẹjẹ́ àwòṣẹ́ Olúwa ó dá àpáta ṣé ń gbọ́ mi ó dá àpáta bí omi ṣé ń tẹ̀lé mi ó dá àpáta ṣé mọ̀ wípé láti àpáta lórísun omi ti jáde wá ó dá àpáta bí omi wá bí ilẹ̀ bí èso àwa tá a wá dà bí dẹ́yìn nínú ohun gbogbo tọ́lọ́run dá sílẹ̀ ayé ló wá fi ṣàlàkóso lórí gbogbo rẹ̀ o abẹ́ ò wá wòṣẹ́ Olúwa mo ní abẹ́ ò wá wòṣẹ́ Olúwa mo ní abẹ́ ò wá wòṣẹ́ Olúwa ni mo fi wá ní kábíyèsí ọba aládé owó kábíyèsí ọba aládé ọlá àgùntàṣálò ọba aládé ilẹ̀ ọba àjọkẹ́ ayé tí ń kẹ́ gbogbo wa papọ̀ o ọba àṣàkẹ́ lọ́run tí ń ṣàníkẹ́ lọ́run ọlọ́wọ́ gbàgbára sí ìyàmọ rẹ̀ lọ́fìn o elétí gbóhùn gbàròyé àbẹ̀sílù kára bí àjèrè ìwà màlẹ́ olóyìnbó ń pè lómi ní pọ́tẹ́ǹsì o omi ní sáyẹ̀nsì o ọba mùbárakú tẹ́lẹ̀ bàbá ni ọ́ o ọba ńlá àlejò wa tó ní ló jẹ ẹkùn ọkọ òkè ẹrù jẹjẹ létí òkú pupa ẹni látó bọ̀ bámọ́ bá orí o Ọlọ́run àwọn Ọlọ́run Olúwa àwọn Olúwa òkèlè gbòǹgbò tó ṣòro gbé mi fún oṣù àti àjẹ ọ̀pá bídà sọ́bìdire ọba tó fọ ọ̀run ṣe lé tó wà fàyè ṣàpótí ìtìsẹ̀ mo láyé ọ̀run kún fún ògo rẹ o mo láyé ọ̀run kún fún ògo rẹ o mo láyé ọ̀run kún fún ògo rẹ o Olódùmarè o ìbà. Ẹ dákun ẹ máa fi òwe lọ orin mi Ọ̀yọ́ ọmọ láàfin òjò pàṣẹ kẹrẹmọdé ọmọ Àtìbà mi bá dé ẹmí àtàn dálà láàfin tó Ọ̀yọ́ ń jẹ dé ọkọlá bàbá Gbádégẹṣin èbó tí ṣe sílé bàbá Sànúsí o ọba tá a rí tá a kápó lápò tá a kọfà lọfà bẹ́ńbẹ́rò ìmùlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn agbára Ọ̀dọ̀fin Ìjàyè ó jẹ́ dúró dé lákọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ àjànilẹ̀ ẹ̀rán gangan ẹ̀rí gangan ẹ̀yìn lágbára òjò ti bá níjà tí bòde bàbá ẹni lọ́wọ́ ẹni kò rẹ ní bàjá ìwọ ògiri kòròkòrò ikú tí pọ̀ ọmọ tí bàbá ń dúpẹ́ àrùn tí sọmọ tí iye ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbìn ní Ọ̀yọ́ mọ́ láàfin mo láàfin òjò pàṣẹ kẹrẹmọdé ọmọ Àtìbà ẹ̀rí pàǹdùkú bí ìṣòro owó ibi tán ti ní kólówó gbowó kí wọ́n fà sọ tọwọ́ rẹ̀ nù bí kò lè bá a dìjà kò lè bá a dápọn ni Ọ̀yọ́ ló ní kárin ká sán pa níbi Ọ̀yọ́ ló ní kárin kiri ó máa yẹ ni ìran bàbá tẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ ṣe bí kí n ṣe bí bàbá ẹni ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀kan àpagbé ẹni sọ bó bá pa àpagbé o ẹni ọ̀yá bá pa àpagbé ni bí Adéyẹmí Láyíwọlá bá pa ní àpagbé ni àbàjá ọwọ́ pọ̀ ẹ̀rí ẹni rẹ nípọ̀ alábàjá kárẹ́lẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́dún joyin dùndún láláàfin tọ̀yọ́ ń jó ẹ yóò mọ̀ pé Ọ̀yọ́ lọmọ Abíọ́dún tó bímọ mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ọ̀hún sí ìjọba Àsìngbà ọba Ládìgbòlú ọba Adéyẹmí Láyíwọlá bàbá tán dá ló sí ìkẹta bàbá tóbi Láyíwọlá tán dá ló jọba tí gbogbo Ọ̀yọ́ ń dùn gbàyàngbà ẹ̀rí Aláàfin ò ní bímọ ká máa wá ọlá ọlọ́lá kiri ọba Ọ̀yọ́ èébì yàn ká lọ rẹ̀ yẹ Àsìngbà lòun ó bòde Ọ̀yọ́ jẹ́ ṣe bí Ọ̀yọ́ là kúkúrú rán bàbá tẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ ṣe bí bàbá ẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan yọmọ láàfin òjò pàṣẹ kẹrẹmọdé ọmọ Àtìbà o ẹ̀yin là kó bá ilé àdàbà òde àdàbà ilé àkóbá òde
ikú tí pọ̀ ọmọ tí bàbá ń dúpẹ́ àrùn tí sọmọ tí yèyé ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbin ni rí mo ṣe kábíyèsí fọ́ba Ọ̀yọ́ o fọ́ba Ọ̀yọ́ o fọ́ba Ọ̀yọ́ o.
ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ṣàmìnà ọ̀ṣọ́ ní ti rè mo ní ẹ̀ka lẹ́ni bí Èdùmàrè mà ní ọmọ lọ́dì lọ́rọ̀ wa. mo ní nítorí wípé ẹkú lé là á kára lé ẹ̀ka àbọ̀ là á kérò ọ̀rọ̀ èmi Adéyẹmọ Olúmáyọ̀ wá kò tún ti dé tí gbogbo ènìyàn bọ̀ sólòmù iyọ̀ kò dé láti wá fohùn iyọ̀ dá yín lára yá o. ṣùgbọ́n kí n tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo ní ewúrẹ́ tó wọlé sí òkàgò ó dẹ̀rọ àmúso àgùntàn tó wọlé sí òkàgò ó dẹ̀rọ àmúso mo bá ṣèbà Elédùmarè tó dirun sí dáadáa lórí tí gbogbo ayé wá pé dáadáa olówó ẹyọ dáadáa ọ̀gbẹ̀gún ládé orí kùyẹkùyẹ. Àkọ́dá ayé máa gbọ́ o. Máa gbọ́ o. Àkọ́dá ayé máa gbọ́ o. Máa gbọ́ o. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó dá ọ̀rọ̀ tó fọ ọ̀rọ̀ dá ilé ayé Olódùmarè dá ọ̀run ọ̀dádá tó dá afẹ́fẹ́ Ọlọ́run tó dá omi olùdáńdá ọba mi ọ̀kàkà gbéra rẹ̀ níjà àkọ́dá ayé Ọlọ́run àkọ́kọ́ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ àgbàrá àtàrà tí ń tátàrà mi o àtògbójúlé àtògbọ́kànlé àtòwò lójú àtòwò bí ìran àtòdà ẹni gbé o àtòdà ẹni gbé o ọ̀rẹ́ ọmọ ológun ṣẹ́gun lẹ́ẹ̀dọ́wọ́ gbogbo kìkì tí afúnilóorun mọ́tò gbé afúnilóúnjẹ mọ́ pèbí àṣọrẹ fúnni má gbẹ̀jẹ́ wòpò kìkì rẹ o mo ní wọ́n ní bọ́ ọmọkùnrin bá ti jí lówùúrọ̀ àdọ̀balẹ̀ gbalaja fún bàbá rẹ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ mo ní wọ́n ní bọ́ ọmọkùnrin bá ti jí lówùúrọ̀ àdọ̀balẹ̀ gbalaja fún bàbá rẹ mo ní àwọn bàbá wọn mọ́nímọ́ní àwọn bàbá wọn mọ̀nìyàn ló ní bọ́ ọmọbìnrin bá ti jí lówùúrọ̀ yá wá fi ìkúnlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ á ní kára ó lè bàbá ẹ̀rù rẹ̀ máa bà mí Elédùmarè Ọlọ́run tó ṣe wípé òun lọ́ba lálejò tí wá òun tó ní ló jẹ ẹkùn ọkọ òkè ẹrù jẹjẹ létí òkú pupa ẹni látó fọdọ́ ọmọ tá orí irun Ọlọ́run àwọn Ọlọ́run Olúwa àwọn Olúwa òkèlè gbogbo tó ṣòro gbé mi fún oṣù àti àjẹ ọ̀pá mi là sọ mi dire ọba tó fọ ọ̀run ṣe lé tó àfàyè ṣàkóso ìtìsẹ̀ mo ní ẹjẹ́ ẹṣẹ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ ẹ̀dúró náà ṣìwò níbi apá mi iná ẹjẹ́ àwòṣẹ́ Olúwa ẹ máa gbọ́ bí mo ti wí ẹjẹ́ àwòṣẹ́ Olúwa ó dá àpáta ṣé ń gbọ́ mi ó dá àpáta bí omi ṣé ń tẹ̀lé mi ó dá àpáta ṣé mọ̀ wípé láti àpáta lórísun omi ti jáde wá ó dá àpáta bí omi wá bí ilẹ̀ bí èso àwa tá a wá jà bí gbẹ̀yìn nínú ohun gbogbo tọ́lọ́run dá sílẹ̀ ayé ló wá fi ṣàlàkóso lórí gbogbo rẹ̀ o abẹ́ òun àwòṣẹ́ Olúwa mo ní abẹ́ òun àwòṣẹ́ Olúwa mo ní abẹ́ òun àwòṣẹ́ Olúwa ni mo fi wá ní kábíyèsí ọba aládé owó kábíyèsí ọba aládé ọlá o àgùntàṣálò ọba aládé ilẹ̀ ọba àjọkẹ́ ayé tí ń kẹ́ gbogbo àpapọ̀ o ọba àṣàkẹ́ lọ́run tí ń ṣàníkẹ́ lọ́run ọlọ́wọ́ gbàgbọ́rọ̀ tí ìyàmọ́ rẹ̀ lọ́fìn o elétí gbóhùn gbàròyé àbẹ̀sílù kára bí àjèrè ìwà màlẹ́ olóyìnbó ń pè lómi ní pọ́tẹ́ǹsì o omi ní sáyẹ̀nsì o ọba mùbárámù tẹ́lẹ̀ bàbá olóyìnbó ń pè lómi ní pọ́tẹ́ǹsì o omi ní sáyẹ̀nsì o ọba mùbárámù tẹ́lẹ̀ bàbá ni ọba ńlá àlejò wa ń tóní ló jẹ ẹkùn ọkọ òkè ẹrù jẹjẹ létí òkú pupa ẹni látọ̀. Mo dá omi olùdáńdá ọba mi ọ̀kàkà gbéra rẹ̀ níjà àkọ́dá ayé Ọlọ́run àkọ́kọ́ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ àgbàrá àtàrà tí ń tátàrà mi o àtògbójúlé àtògbọ́kànlé àtòwò lójú àtòwò bí ìran jẹ wọ́n pè mí àṣọrẹ fún ni má bẹ̀jẹ̀. Wò ó kìkì rẹ o mo ní wọ́n ní bọ́ ọmọkùnrin bá ti jí lówùúrọ̀ àdọ̀bálẹ̀.
At last, we arrived at the Iyake suspended lake.
Ọkùnrin bá ti jí lówùúrọ̀ àdọ̀bálẹ̀ gbàràdà fún màmá rẹ̀. Mo ní àwọn bàbá ọmọ ní mo ní àwọn bàbá ọmọ ní ọmọ ní.
Oh, thank you very much. We are here at the Iyake suspended lake in Awaye. It is something that it is unimaginable that a lake is existing on top of a mountain. A lake that is endless. We don't know the root of the water. It is endless. And most especially, this lake is a natural remark of the Awaye people. And it's one of the natural suspended lake in the world. The other one we have in Colorado is a man-made suspended lake. But this one is a natural lake in Awaye, residing here in the city of Awaye under Iyake local government area of Oyo State. If you can see the water, now the water is green. Tomorrow, according to the tour guide, he said the water will turn black. So it changes color, but the content of the water do not change. The water is drinkable, it is healthy, it has spiritual benefits for those who believe. So this is the suspended Iyake Lake of Awaye, the pride of Africa.
Thank you. Aki gbogbo ẹ̀yin ará ilé, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò wá nílé lóko lájò ní diaspora. Tó a ti wà ní ibi omi tí a sọ Iyake, níbi tí ìyá yẹn tí ó ti sunkún, tí ó ti di omi. Because gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn nǹkan tí a gbọ́ pé omi yẹn ti wà níbẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí ìyá yẹn débẹ̀, ó di pé ìyá yẹn ronú nípa àwọn nǹkan ìbànújẹ́ tó dé bá ìyá yẹn di omi. Látìgbà tí ìyá yẹn ti wá di omi, látìgbà yẹn omi yẹn kò mẹ́rí nínú òjò, nínú ẹ̀rùn, kò sígbà tó máa débi omi yìí tí wọ́n ní bá omi níbẹ̀. Omi yìí wá ṣàǹfààní fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀, bóyá ìbànújẹ́ kan dé bẹ́yàn ọ̀ kẹ́nìyàn má rí ọmọ bí, tàbí kéèyàn fẹ́ ní agbára tí ẹ̀ bá ti bu omi yìí, ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó ń fún yẹn ní agbára nínú àgọ́ ara wa. Ṣùgbọ́n tí a rí omi tá à ń sọ yìí, omi Iyake yìí, omi yìí jẹ́ nǹkan tó yẹ pé tí a bá débẹ̀ nísìnyí, ọ̀tọ̀ ní kọ́lọ̀ tó máa gbé wá fún wa. Tó bá tún di ọ̀la, tẹ́ bá tún débẹ̀, ọ̀tọ̀ tún ní another colour tí ó tún máa fún wa. Nípa ẹjọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń wò wá káàkiri àgbáńlá ẹ ní diaspora, ṣe ti rí àti wà níbi odò omi Iyake tẹ́yọ̀ wà ní agbègbè Ìṣẹ́yìn local government. Ẹ ṣeun gan.
The tour guide also narrated a brief history of the Iyake lake.
This is Omoba Ridwan Onokwade. He is the tour guide of this Iyake suspended lake of Awaye. So he will talk to us briefly.
Okay, so this Iyake suspended lake, the one of the two in the whole world, and said that the other one is at Colorado, US. And they said it's man-made and this one is more artificial than the other one.
This is natural.
Natural.
So this lake, our forefathers met it here. It has been there. They met it there. It was God that made it. So on top of this mountain, it was what that brought our forefathers to this land. And when they came to this land, they ran to this mountain and they served more than 4 kings on top of this mountain. So they make use of this water, they drink from it, they cook from it. So in the water, there is one woman in this village that the woman did not give birth. She's a barren. So people do mock her, abuse her, that she does not give birth. So one day, she cries and enters into the lake. And some children that do play with her, eat with her, follow her inside the lake. So since then, the lake has been a taboo for people to swim in it. Although then, they don't swim in it, they just take out of it, they drink from it, and they use it to cook and to bathe with it. So since then, nobody has ever goes into the lake and comes out. And there was a time some white men, they came to this village. They wanted to know how deep the lake is. They tie chain around themselves and tie chain to that river there. So one of them entered into the lake and they counted hours for him to come out. He was unable to come out. So they tried pulling out the chain, and when the chain came out, the white man was nowhere to be found. So since then, nobody has ever goes in and comes out. So nobody has ever tried it.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ tí a gbọ́ láti ẹnu ọmọọba
Ridwan
Okunade Ridwan Okunade ìjẹ́ àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ ní èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ìjẹ́ lè bá túmọ̀ rẹ̀ sí èdè Yorùbá láti lè jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tó gbọ́ Yorùbá láti lè jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan tí omi yìí tó ń ṣàǹfààní fún wa fún ìlú gangan pàtó. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa sọ ní
omi Iyake yìí àti àgbàtáláyé ti dáyé ni odò yìí ti wà ń bẹ̀.
Ó ti tó bí ọdún mélòó
tí èmi ti gbọ́n nípa ó ti tó bí ọdún 16 báyìí tí èmi ti gbọ́n nípa odò yìí.
Láti ìgbà tẹ́lẹ̀ ti gbọ́dún gbà yìí kí làwọn àǹfààní tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ń rí látara
wọ́n ń rí lára ẹ̀. Aboyún bí wẹ́rẹ́ tó bá fi omi yìí tó bá fi wẹ̀ fún àwọn tó bá dẹ̀ ń wá ìgbéga lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ tí ìgbà kan bá rọ̀ mọ́ tó bá fi omi yìí ṣiṣẹ́ fún wọn oúnjẹ.
Ǹjẹ́ fún kí ni tún ni àwọn nǹkan tí èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ fi omi ṣe kí ni?
Èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ wá ṣépè nídìí ẹ̀ bó ṣe wà yìí kéèyàn wá ṣépè fún yàn nídìí ẹ̀ kò dáa torí èpè yẹn á ṣe mọ́ ènìyàn lára. Omi náà ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ dọ̀tí a kì í wẹ orí sínú ẹ̀ a lè kí n fọ ẹsẹ̀ sínú ẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ ṣe é wẹ̀ èèyàn ń kó sínú ẹ̀ ẹni tó bá ti kó sínú ẹ̀ ti ó ti dóhun ètùtù.
Ẹ ṣeun lọ púpọ̀. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn àlàyé àti ìwádìí tá a rí a gbọ́ pé wọ́n ní omi yìí pé ó líǹkì sí omi kan tí ó wà ní ìlú Ìsẹ́yìn. Ṣé lóòótọ́ ni àbí àwọn èèyàn kàn fi hàn ṣe àwáwí ọ̀rọ̀?
Lóòótọ́ ni torí tí kò bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ rí ni wọn ò ní sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Torí pé a gbọ́ pé wọ́n ní ìyá tó ń jẹ́ Iyake yẹn gangan wípé ìyá yẹn pé olóòṣà ni pé ìlú Ìsẹ́yìn dẹ̀ ni ìyá yẹn wà ṣùgbọ́n gbà tí ìyá yẹn ń bọ̀ tó ń rìn bọ̀ ni ìyá yẹn wá sí ìlú yìí ló fi jẹ́ pé ó di omi sí bèbà yẹn ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n níbi tí wọ́n ti ń bọ̀ ìyá yẹn gangan pé ìlú Ìsẹ́yìn ni ìyá yẹn wà tó jẹ́ ilé ìyá Iyake ní ìlú Ìsẹ́yìn. Ǹjẹ́ lóòótọ́ ni àwọn nǹkan yìí?
Lóòótọ́ ni.
Kí ni tí wọ́n á ní ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé tẹ́ tún lè bá wa sọ nípa omi yìí fún àwọn aráàlú?
Kò sí nǹkan tó tún jìrọ̀ mọ́ ju pé a máa ó ní bí àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe ṣe máa ń bọ̀ ní ọdọọdún tó láwọn ètùtù àtàwọn nǹkan tá a máa ń ṣe nídìí omi yìí ní ọdọọdún.
Kí ni agbára tí omi yìí fún ọba ìlú?
Kò sí agbára kankan tó fún ọba ìlú ju pé ó dáàbò bo ìlú yìí lọ kò fún yàn kankan ní agbára pé ó dá fún yàn kankan ó kàn wà sí dáàbò bo ìlú yìí.
tó gbogbo ẹ̀yin ará ilé òun náà lẹ ti gbọ́ lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ lẹ́nu ọ̀kan lára ọmọọba ìlú Adó-Àwáyé náà wọ́n ti yànnà náà fún wa yìí. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ gbogbo àwa tí a bá ní ta nídìí àǹfààní tá a fẹ́ kí omi yìí ṣe fún wa a lè wá síbẹ̀ láti wá tọrọ gbogbo nǹkan tí a fẹ́. Mo dẹ̀ nígbàgbọ́ lọ́kàrà pé gbogbo bí gbogbo àtà bá ṣe débẹ̀ ògùn tá a bá tọrọ a rí bẹ̀ fún wa. Ẹ ṣeun gan.
Olùdáńdá ọba mi ọ̀gá kàgbéra rẹ̀ níjà àkọ́dá ayé ọlọ́run àkọ́dá ìgbẹ̀yìn àgbàrá ọ̀tá àti tátà mi o àtòkòjúlé àtògbọ́kànlé àtòwòròjú àtòwòbíra àtòdà ẹ̀rígbè o àtòdà ẹ̀rígbè o ọ̀rẹ́ ọmọ ológun ṣẹ́gun lẹ́ẹ̀dọ́wọ́ gbogbo ìkẹ́tì afúnilóorun mọ́tò gbé afúnilóorun mọ́tò bí àjọyọ̀ fún mi má bẹ̀jẹ̀.
The tour guide also narrated the Valley of Death, found on top of the Adu Hill.
Ìkan tí ó jẹ́ kàyéfì fún wa tí a sì tún gbé ẹ̀gbọ́n wa wá tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọmọọba ìlú Adó-Àwáyé. Ìjẹ́ lè yànnàná fún wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí ibi tá a wà yìí bó ṣe jẹ́ torí a gbọ́ pé ibi tá a wà yìí pé ìdí ni wọ́n máa fi wọ́ tó fi máa ń sọdá sí òdì kejì. Òdì kejì tí wọ́n máa ń sọdá sí yìí kí ni ìdí àti ìtumọ̀ tí wọ́n fi máa ń sọdá sí òdì kejì àti pé gan ìdí tí wọ́n máa fi ń wọ́ tó fi máa ń kọjá sí òdì kejì ṣé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn tó ń bá kọjá ń bẹ̀ ṣé ikú kìí ṣẹlẹ̀ àbí kí n máa fẹ́ kẹ́ bá èèyàn náà fún wa lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́.
Ìdí tí wọ́n fi máa ń fi yíwọ́ ni pé àwọn èèyàn kan ti ṣubú bẹ́ẹ̀ torí tí èèyàn bá fẹsẹ̀ tẹ́ bá wò dáadáa ẹ rí kó dorí kodò ẹ ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ rí kó dorí kodò tó láti gbà tí èèyàn dẹ̀ ti ṣubú bẹ́ẹ̀ wọn kì í fi ẹsẹ̀ kún mọ́ nípa wọn máa fẹsẹ̀ tí èèyàn bá kú bí wọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sí ìgbà tí èèyàn máa gbé àdéhùn nítorí nǹkan tó yẹ máa mú àwọn èèyàn gba ibi báyìí pẹ̀lú bó ṣe rí tó máa máa òyìnbó lẹ̀ sísàlẹ̀ ó níbi kan tó wà mẹ́ta àpò èèyàn bá yíra ọba tó bá ti jẹ nínú ìlú tó bá fẹ́ borí àpè ó gbọ́dọ̀ lọ fi ara lílẹ̀ ní bá yíra ẹ̀ kó tó di pé wọ́n gbé àpè sí lórí.
ọba
pàtàkì ló fà á tí a ṣe máa ń lọ sí
láti lọ sí pẹ̀tọ́ gbogbo ọba kọ́ba tó bá fẹ́ jẹ nínú ìlú Adó Àwáyé yìí ó gbọ́dọ̀ lọ fi
ara yílẹ̀ ní ọba yíra mi.
Kí ni ìdí àti ìtumọ̀ tó fi jẹ́ pé gbogbo ọba tó bá fẹ́ jẹ náà gbọ́dọ̀ lọ fi ara yílẹ̀ ńbẹ̀?
Ó wà ní ara àwọn ètùtù tí wọ́n ṣe fún àwọn ọba kó tó di kan kò ní àgbẹ̀.
Àmọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí àtúnwá nígbà tá a dé bíbà yìí a rí i pé wọ́n ti ṣe ọ̀nà tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ máa gbà kọjá níbẹ̀. Ṣé wọn ò fìdí wọ́ mọ́ ẹsẹ̀ ni wọ́n fi ń rìn báyìí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, torí àwọn tó wà lórí ọba tó wà lórí àpèrè nísìn ó ní pé òun ò fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn kan farapa bí àwọn àtijọ́ ti fi farapa ó ṣe ní pé kí wọ́n ṣe pákó yìí tó dáa lè rọrùn fún àwọn èèyàn láti bọ́ síta.
Ṣé ǹjẹ́ gbogbo èèyàn náà ló gbọ́dọ̀ débi tí ọba ti ń yíra yìí?
Ọjọ́ tí ọba ti fẹ́ ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló máa tẹ̀lé lọ.
Bí ọba ṣe ń kọ́ ǹjẹ́ àwọn èèyàn lè dé bẹ́ẹ̀?
Àwọn èèyàn lè dé bẹ́ẹ̀ àmọ́ lẹ́yìn tá a bá ti ṣètùtù tọ́ ni àwọn èèyàn lè dé bẹ́ẹ̀.
Lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n bá ṣètùtù tán kò sí ìjàmbá kan tó lè ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀.
Tó lè ṣe
àyàtọ̀ sí pé ọba ìlú ń yíra ń bẹ̀ jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn tí èso ọba ìlú náà jẹ́ ẹni lọ yíra láti lọ dúpẹ́ láti lọ gba nǹkan lọ́wọ́ Elédùmarè.
lọ yíra ń bẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn lè dúró sí àti wọlé ẹ̀ láti gbà á wọlé láti yàwòrán ẹ̀.
Inú ilé ni ibi bẹ̀ jẹ́.
Àpáta náà ni àpáta yẹn dàbí kéèyàn kọ ẹ̀yìn sí nǹkan ó yí bíríbí ẹ̀yìn bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe rí.
Tó ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ òun náà lẹ ti gbọ́ òun gbogbo ẹ̀yìn ará ilé ẹ ṣeun.
Greetings, African people. We have been here for the past days to have a documentary of the Iyake suspended lake. You have given to us a lot of information we should know about this lake. How beneficial this lake is, how natural this lake is. It is not a man-made lake. It's a lake that was naturally founded by our ancestors and it has been here for ages. It is a lake that do not have any unhealthy implication. When you drink this water, you will be healthy. When you consume this water, whatever you are looking for with faith, you will get it. So I give this to you as a brief of the suspended Iyake Lake of Awaye, so that we can share with us African people. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Elétí gbóhùngbàròyé àbòsínú kára bí àjọyọ̀ ìwà màlẹ́ olóyìnbó ń pe omi ní pọ́tẹ́ǹsì o omi ní sáyẹ́ǹsì o ọba mùbárakú tẹ́lẹ̀ bàbá ni ọ́ o ọba ńlá àlejò wa ń tóní ló jẹ ẹkùn ọkọ òkè ẹrù jẹjẹ létí òkun pupa ẹni ńlá tó bọ̀ báwọn gbá orí o ọlọ́run àwọn ọlọ́run olúwa àwọn olúwa òkèlè gbòǹdò tó ṣòro gbé mi fún oṣù àti àjẹ ọ̀pá bídà sọ́bìnrin ọba tó fọ ọ̀run ṣe lé tó wà fàyè ṣàpótí ìtìsẹ̀ mo láyé ọ̀run kún fún ògo rẹ o.